Valleys. Focus question: what are valleys and how do they form? A valley is a low place between two hills or mountains. Many valleys have water in the bottom. The water is the river. The river in a valley flows downhill. The water moves dirt. It can move big trees. It can even move heavy rocks. The water moves some rock and walls away or the the valley gets deeper. Rivers can make valley a shape like the letter V. This valley has a steep side. The side can be very high. V-shaped valley. Long ago, many places were covered with ice. The ice moved like a river, but it moved very slowly. The ice made valley in acid move. The valley was shaped like the letter G. Most of the ice melt, but the valley is still there. U-shaped valley. Sometimes a river flows on flat land. It makes a flat or woodly. This is called a plain valley. Valleys can have many different shapes. All valleys were made of water or ice. Many valleys still have water and ice. Lakes. Deep blue. Millions of lakes cover a surface. Lakes are deeper than ponds and have more water, but they are smaller than ocean. Most lakes form in the low place on land, but crater lakes is different. It formed in the volcano. About 18 years ago, a volcano erupted. It left a big hole or crater in the ground. The crater filled with water from rain and melted snow. Now it's a large lake. Crater Lake is home to many living things. Fish live in water, moss, slug, and toad make their home on the shore. Past the salt. Most lakes have fresh, leaky water, but the Great Salt Lake in Utah is sadder than the ocean. As the river flows into the Great Salt Lake, they pick up salt from rocks. They carry that salt into the lakes. Then the fresh water evaporated or moved into the air, but the salt water stays behind. That's why the Great Salt Lake looks so salty. Ocean. Life in the ocean. Where can you find all living things on the earth? In the ocean, whale, fish, and seaweed are just a few things that live in ocean, but there are more plankton in the ocean than anything else. Plankton are tiny things that float in the ocean water. Many animals eat plankton. Some whales even eat them. These big animals suck water into their mouth. They get plankton from the liquid water. Whales have eat a lot of plankton to fuel up. The salty. Why is the ocean salty? Salt in the ocean comes from rocks and land. Rain picks up tiny amounts of salt when it flows over rock. When rivers carry rainwater into the ocean, some of the water goes back into the air, but the salt stays in the ocean. What's an ocean? Ocean have a lot of water. The Pacific Ocean is the biggest one of all. The Pacific Ocean has the deepest spot on the Earth's surface, more than half of Earth's water, or about 25,000 islands. A lot of volcanoes almost in the area called the Ring of Fire. Ponds. A walk on the pond. You might swim in the pond, but the pond sucker run on the top of the water. Pond has a lot of water. It has land all around it, like a lake. Pond sucker run on the top of the water to catch food. Most things are heavy and not to break through the water, but pond skates are very light. They do not fall in. Math moment. 4 pond skates are in the pond. 2 jump off. Then 3 more jump in. How many ponds sucker on the pond now? 4 minus 2 equal to 2 plus 3 equal 5. say the 5 ponds. A pond skater or the one kind of insect that can run on top of the water. It can be a water spider. Pond pests. A pond is the home of many living things. You may see the insects there, dragonfly or one kind of insect. They fly around the pond. The female dragonfly will lay eggs in the pond. Water lice or plants. They grow in the pond. Young frogs swim in the water. They are called tadpoles. Adult frog hop on a lily pad. Oh, now can you think? This is the baby dragonfly. This is called a nymph. This big dragonfly is an adult dragonfly. This a fish. This is tadpole. This is the nymph. It's a dragonfly baby. Ponds or puddle is a pond the same as a puddle. No pond or puddle or box on Earth's surface. They both have a liquid water, but you can only see a puddle after it rains. It dries up fast. The ponds stay around a long time. Rivers. Piranhas or fish that sharp teeth they eat other fish. White water. Where can you find meat-eating fish, dolphin, and big snake? In the Amazon River is a home to all these animals. Many rivers come from to form the Amazon River. They start high in the mountain of Peru. The river meets Brazil. Then the Amazon River moves across the Earth's surface. It ends at the O of the Atlantic Ocean. The area around the Amazon River is called Amazon rainforest. Millions of kinds of plant animals live there. River of life. Look at the map of any country. Most towns and cities are near the water. Many are long rivers. Can you guess why rivers carry fresh liquid water that people need? The Mississippi River is the longest river of the United States. It has a large amount of water. People live all along it. The fish in the water, they use water to grow food. Boats on the river carry things that people need. The world's longest river Nice. The Nile River is Nile River. Okay, oh no, very loud. The Nile River is in Africa. The length of this river is 60,000 kilometers. Now the Amazon River is South America. Delta is Asia and Mississippi is in North America. Parts of the river. One is a small body of water called brooks flow downhill. Two is block fall into the stream and small river. Small river flow down the large river. Large river carry many water to the lake ocean. Ibex. Coal has eye. Blue is coal and is coal on the ibex. Ibex are pieces of ice that float in the ocean. They are made of water that frozen solid. Ibex come from an earth's surface. They break up from ice on land. Some ibex are the size of coal, others are as large as a football stadium. Ibex are not too cold for all living things. Some birds make their nest on the ibex. Some fish hide under ibex. These animals can live in very cold places. This is a picture of ibex. You can only see a little bit of an ibex, most of it underwater. Oh, you can see underwater, and this is if someone jumps in the water, very cold. This is called ibex. Did you know airless or small ibex as they melt? The moving air sounds like the growl of animal. Ibex ahead. Ibex can cause problems. Ships can hit them and sink. That's what happened to the That's what's happened to the Titanic in 1912. trials. The Eye Patrol is a group that look for ibex. They were received into playaways. Now we're going to Sign AZ. Sign AZ, Earth's surface, cave or big holes in rocks. Some people look around the inside cave. Some animals live in caves. These are bass. Ocean waves or make some cave bigger. Sign AZ Part 2, Earth's surface, Iceland or land with water all around. Some islands are in ocean. All the islands are in lakes and rivers. Animals and plants live on the island. Some people do too. Sign AZ Part 3, Archaeologists. Dig is that the mummy, those bones are very old. Where did they come from? I had an archaeologist can answer this. How do you say this? Answer those questions. Archaeologists hunt for things that people left behind a long ago. Sometimes they find very old jars in the bones. They want to know what life was many years ago, so they sift through dirt and dig in the cave. A person must go to college to become an archaeologist, a cartographer. 2. How can you find your way in the map? A cartographer make maps of Earth's surface. Cartographer take pictures of the Earth. Then they use tools to measure river, mountain, and road. They use the information to make maps. Some maps are in this book. Some maps can be used computer or cell phone. Cartographers need to be good with math and computer. They have to do careful work and avoid making mistakes. Outdoor guide. Do you love to hike? So you might want to be an outdoor guide. Guides lead group of people on tour of park and forest. They take people hiking on the boat rides. The best guide knows is all around the land and water they walk. They know where the mountain and the cave are. They know where to find rivers. Guides also make sure that everyone is safe. Most guides learn by working with other guides. So as a party, describe and compare rocks. Rocks has a special mixture of one or more mineral. I'll put it. I'll put it here. Rocks have a special mixture of the one or more mineral. Rocks can be huge, boulder, or small pebbles. They can be as big mountain as tiny as a speck of dust. Rock can be flat, round, square, or almost any other shape. Rock come from every color you can imagine. When rocks have more than one color, depending the color of the mineral, some rocks feel very rough, while others are smooth. They can have tiny grains, like smooth chunks or long point grazer. Some rocks are full and it the most scales, darkness so and mineral is the rocks. Take the one very soft and the diamond or red attain very hard. Rocks have many shapes. Wow. Rocks have many shapes, wave or straight line. They make up the dots to everywhere to build an upper layer. Some rocks do not have the clear pattern. An important way to describe a rock is by way the nature is found. A beach may have different rocks than a forest, desert, or volcano.